Hello everybody. This is a different kind of video, and it's one I really don't want to make. It's rather unpleasant, let's just put it that way. And you don't usually see unpleasant videos on my channel here. The price of wigs has gone up so high, and there have been a lot of discontinued styles, colors, especially with belle tress lately. I have sung the praises of belle tress for years. I have worn almost exclusively belle tress for several years now. I usually get something else that I come back to belle tress. There are reasons for that. Every once in a while I see a problem, with a slight problem that's not insurmountable. It's not a defect per se, it's just the certain type of cap construction. But I always come back to the brand. And recently I purchased one of the discontinued lemonades in Roca Margarita, thinking this is my last chance to get one. It's a good price, so I went ahead and bought it. And I have that wig right here. And I will show you what I'm talking about in a minute. When I got this piece, I went, oh, it's so great. I love the fibers, they're so soft. I put it on and went, and I briefly looked at it out of the box. Okay, I looked at the lace front and it was fine. And so I thought, okay, so I got the crisscross part out and put it on my head. And then I noticed a major defect that somehow I'd missed when I looked at it at the beginning. And I think it might have taken putting it on to really notice at the first, but it has this area right here. Let me show you. Now this is Caliente. This is my shortened Caliente. On the lemonade right here, and I'll show you the wig, okay? And I'll show you the former, because I wore a lemonade all last summer, right? In brown sugar sweet cream. So I'm very familiar with lemonade. Same cap construction as Caliente. Same cap construction exactly. Okay, from here to here, on that lemonade, the entire strap that's right here, there's no hair on it. And all you gotta do is, because if you go like this, you won't see it. If you go like that, everybody who even doesn't wear wigs would instantly notice there's a strap here. It's got little ladder things, little ladder sections on there. And I thought, oh God, I waited. They went so much trouble, the retailer did. Now this is not a retailer problem. This is not a retailer problem. This is a belle tress problem. It's an issue with belle tress themselves. I sent the retailer a note and I said, I appreciate so much the trouble you went to get to this to me for my special occasion next weekend, which is coming this next Sunday. This is Monday. No, this is Tuesday. Sorry, this is Tuesday. And I said, and I even hate to tell you this, but this piece is defective. I said, and I don't return wigs. I've had one other defective wig in the entire 5-something years I've worn wigs. One, and it was an Envy. It was an Envy Dakota. They had a lot of problems with missing hair up here. And I told the retailer. She took it back immediately. I don't know if the company reimbursed them or how that works. But a customer shouldn't be made to wear a defective wig when it's right there. And I said, well, I told the representative retailer, I said, well, I looked at it briefly and I thought it was fine. I put it on and I'd already combed through the part and I noticed this big defect in front, and I sent her a picture. And she goes, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Let me contact belle tress and get you a return authorization order. And then we'll maybe get one right out to you, another one. Well, I heard from her this morning, and I'm a little taken aback, to tell you the truth. I'm going to put up, you see this Caliente, same exact cap construction as lemonade. Sometimes on belle tress, you'll see this little, depending on the color, you might see this little seam right here, but you don't see any of the cap right here. There's hair all on this cap part, the wefts right there. Not so with this lemonade. Or, let me get this right here. Not so with this lemonade. Or is that right or wrong? I'm not sure. I'm having a hard, let me just do like, let me go like that. Okay, there we go. And I was really taken aback. And I thought, is this the way that you're going to unload a whole batch of defective wigs? This is the way you're going to try to unload this, is to make the customer think that they're crazy and there's no defect and this is the way it's supposed to be. And so this is from the retailer, okay? And she said, "Good morning, Cynthia. Last night we received the following message from Julie Min at Beltress about your photos of lemonade. It seems she's saying that's just the way the wig is constructed. We would still take a return on this wig if you like. We can send another, but it sounds like it'd be exactly the same. We can switch the order for something else or issue a refund or store credit or back to your original form of payment. Just let me know how you'd like to proceed. I'm so sorry about this. I know you wanted this wig for a special occasion." So, no fault there. This retailer did everything she could. Then this is her representative, her customer service lady, did everything they could to get this to me ASAP. And I'd ordered it, and they were taking a long time to ship these, and they are doing that with these wigs that come from the company, direct from the brand. And they're taking 2 to 3 weeks to ship them, which is very unusual because usually it would be shipped within a couple days. Well, I waited over 2 weeks before I even questioned where it was and do you have a more specific time about when it'll be here? And they rushed it. Got to me the next day, really. So can't fault the retailer here, okay? And this is the reply from this representative of Beltress to her. Please see the forwarded photo of Lemonade Roca Margarita. We lifted the hair the same way the customer had done and took a photo of the inside of the hairline of the cap. If the customer wants to wear the wig while showing the inside of the hairline of the cap, that is up to her. But they're not designed to be worn that way. You know how I had it? Like that. This is how it was. Because you know, Lemonade, left hand parts, less hair over here on this side. This is usually the way I wear it. I do that. If on that lemonade, you'll see this lemonade, if on that lemonade I had done that, big track and boom, 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 cap constructions fully in view. Anybody who's not even experienced with wigs would see it. So I said, if the customer wants to wear the wig while showing the inside of the hairline of the cap, that's up to her, but they're not designed to be worn that way. You mean I have to wear that right here in my face? All the way? Let's just go on. Like the lace front of her forehead, it needs to have the lace all around for her to wear the hair off her face. Are you kidding me? You mean I have to have an extended lace front all the way down to here to wear it, to go like that? That's basically what she's saying. She will need to purchase the Luxe collection. You know, the $650 wigs. Or at least hand-tied wigs to have a lace front all the way from ear to ear, so she does not need to cover the non-lace hairline with the hair around it. Lemonade is not made in hand-tied, but there are other similar styles available. See photo below. The caps are designed for you to cover non-lace front parts. And then she shows me a picture of another defective lemonade. It was missing hair there too. Nothing to see here. These are not the droids you're looking for. Move along. And, needless to say, I was not a happy camper, and I'll tell you what I said back to the retailer. But I'm going to show you this wig. I showed you the picture, I think I already did. There she is. Let me show you. And I'm not going to put it back on because I'm going to have to return this wig. One way or another, it's going back to somebody. And it's not the retailer's fault. She shouldn't have to eat the cost of this, but she can take it off on her taxes and I can't, right? So, here's the lemonade right here. Okay, let me show you. Let me put this padding out. When you put this on, and you, look at this. Can you see this? Can you see, let me see if I can get up here close enough. Can you see all these tracks right here? Let me see if I can get that. That is exposed cap. And it's going to see the tracks there? That is what is showing. That's what shows if you just brush your hair away from your face. These. Now I'm going to put it to my subscribers and the very experienced wig people here. Do you consider that a defect? Because that's right here. And I can't do this with this wig. It would have to be pulled down into my face to cover that. And if the wind blows, that's not going to hide it. Oh, you'll have to purchase a hand-tied cap. Not the cost you're charging, I don't. And why should I? Okay, let me tell you. I have worn hundreds of wigs, most of them belle tress, in the last few years. I've worn this style in brown sugar sweet cream. Take a look at a picture of when I did a review of that video. Same area. Look at that. Hair is covered with hair. This is not covered with hair. This is what's going to show if I even go like this. If the wind blows or I pull my hair back at all, that's what's going to show. And this person is trying to tell me, I'm trying to get shedding too, which is normal, but this person is trying to tell me that that's the way that they all come, and that's how you have to learn to wear them. You can't pull your hair back. Okay. I am not a happy customer today. See why I like Roca Margarita? Look at that light blue. But see, obviously I can't get that color anymore. I certainly can't get another lemonade anymore because they're trying to pass off an entire batch. I feel like they're trying to pass off an entire batch of defective pieces. Why do you think this was discontinued? Maybe they had a lot of defects in the first place and they can't fix it. I remember a retailer years ago that if a wig had a defect, if it had too many defects and too many returns, she stopped carrying the wig. She stopped carrying it. She wouldn't keep putting it so that people would return them and have to eat the cost every time. Too many defects, they stopped carrying them, and I thought that was actually an excellent business practice, truthfully. Now, is this a lot of defects here? I'm trying to get her back in the box. Internet. She ain't gonna live here. And I'm not gonna pawn this off on anybody else. This may not have been the full price, but it was definitely not free. Well over about $130 or more, and I'm supposed to eat that and not be able to wear a piece. So, you know, I wrote back the retailer because they very graciously offered to do anything I wanted with this return. And I said, you know, see the attached pictures of a lemonade and brown sugar sweet cream I wore all last summer that shows the same location on the cap. Not this past summer, but the one before. Shows the same location on the cap, which is covered with hair, beside the newest piece to show it's missing hair to cover that very visible strap. And I said, thank you for relaying the message, but Ms. Min is completely wrong. Or just trying to pass off a defective cap on a customer. I said, that is a defect, no question. Pulling my hair aside to the left is my usual way of wearing every single wig I own, including every belle tress with the same cap construction, including lemonade that I've had. I said my lemonade, the cap was perfectly constructed, no problems with it. No one should have to be stuck wearing a wig with hair in her face to cover an obvious defect. And I would have to actually glue it to the cap, and I don't know if that's even reliable to do. It would look very odd, okay? I said she's 100% wrong, and she's trying to direct me to a severely overpriced hand-tied style, and I'm not appreciative of that at all. I said, I'm no newbie to wigs. I mean, come on, you know that. I am no newbie to wigs. And she's trying to pass off a piece that never should have made it past quality control inspections. Excuse me. Sorry, I have to cough. I didn't bring my water out here. And I've reviewed hundreds of wigs, mostly belle tress, and never once had a cap show its construction that way. The closest thing was an Envy wig back in 4 years ago. I don't return wigs. I'm not a wig returner. I'm not one of these people who buy things and go, oh, the color's not what I thought it was, and then turn it back. I don't. I do my research first. But I said, of course, you know, even though her attitude is not your problem, talking to the retailer, it's not your problem, the belle tress attitude is not your problem, I can't wear this wig. I can't wear it. And I can't sell it to somebody else. So, and I said, it kind of really puts a black mark on belle tress for me. The attitude of the representative And I said, you know, I'll buy from the retailer again, as she and one other retailer are my go-to retailers. And I said, the problem is this wig reveals itself to even people who are not wig experienced. I was going to say, what is that strap? What's she got on? That's a wig. You know, instantly they'd know it was a wig. Instantly. But, you know, I told her I wasn't really sure about switching my order because I don't know what else I would order. I hadn't ordered much of anything lately. And they don't carry Tony of Beverly yet. I hope they get the contract if they can deal with that bunch. So I basically just thanked them for the prompt attention and all what they did for me to try to get it to me. And I said, it's just not your fault. But I mean, I can't keep this wig. And, you know, at least the retailer can take it off on taxes as a loss. I just can't lose that much money and not be able to wear the wig that I bought. So that's the thing. If you don't like the wig you get, that's fine. It's not that. If you get a wig and it's not exactly what you thought, but, you know, okay, if you do your research first, you've at least tried to mitigate the risk of getting something you don't like. You don't really know till it's on your face and with your coloring and all that kind of thing, if you like it or not. And some people may return it. Other people may just wear it or, you know, sell it to a wig sister at a really good price. That's what I try to do for the most part. But this is obviously defective, and I cannot, in good conscience, pawn this off on somebody else like that company's trying to pawn it off on me. Beltress, the brand, not the retailer. Again, please note, the retailer is not at all at fault. This retailer has always been good to me, no problems. I've quit buying from a certain retailer because the retailer was the problem. It wasn't the company, it was the retailer. They copped an attitude that I really didn't appreciate when I tried to kindly show them a mistake on their website, and they kept swearing it was not the mistake, that was not a mistake, and argue with me all day long, and then 2 days later, they quietly rectified their mistake, and I got no apology. They basically tried to make me think I was crazy. It's like, you do say these... I think I talked to you about that, about the wig hole, that going down the Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole with these people who just couldn't see that their stock photo was not the wig represented in the product page. There was a wrong stock photo of a different wig. And they argued and argued and argued. It's like, are you kidding me? Are you blind? You're trying to gaslight me? What's going on? And I haven't bought from them since. I don't know if I will. I may. I don't know. But, you know, there's wigs everywhere. You don't need to necessarily swallow your pride and keep buying from people you don't feel have your best interest at heart, or think that the customer's always wrong, because the customer's not always wrong. It's just very disturbing. And I don't really like the attitude that, oh, it's all supposed to be like that and you just have to wear it with your hair down here. Oh my word. So I just thought I would, you know, right now, when there's so many discontinued styles, and some are discontinued because there are major defects that keep popping up. Know that. They don't just they may discontinue it because it's not a popular style, or not enough sales of it, or people just don't like it, or the style or the color. They may discontinue colors because they just don't suit people, like the purples and pinks and the greens and all the wild fashion colors. Most people don't want to wear those. They want to wear a realistic wig. They don't want to be a signboard for high fashion. They just want to wear a wig that looks like their hair and that makes them look attractive. So a lot of these things are being discontinued because of that stuff. But when you decide that you're going to pass off a whole bunch of defective wigs on your customers and make them think that they don't know what they're talking about, I got a problem with that. And you should too. We spend enough money on these wigs, especially with the hand-tied wigs she's talking about are like $650, and she's telling me I have to buy a very expensive hand-tied wig if I want to get any kind of quality and be able to wear it. But you know me, this is the way my hair goes, and I have never had that happen till this wig. And even the one she showed me in the picture is defective. But just not defective. See, they're all like that. No, they're not. No, they aren't. Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to let you go. I just want to do that. I thought, you know, it's like a warning here. Make sure that you do examine your wig. Now, this wig, it doesn't matter that I brushed through it because it's not wearable by somebody else. This is not something they can get back and resell. If they did, somebody else is going to send it back too as defective. Anybody who knows anything about wigs and doesn't want it to be shown that there's a wig. And you have to part, the left-hand parts over here, they have less hair. So it's easy to ear tuck this left side on most belle tress wigs and other wigs of similar density. So are you telling me I can't do this? Which is exactly what she was saying. And that's normal. It's not designed to be worn that way, but it's my wig, and I wear my wig the way I wear my wig, just like I wear every other belle tress wig. But yeah, I can rant all day about this, but that just really blew me away. Seriously blew me away. Especially for somebody who's been reviewing and wearing wigs for 5 years, and I know what I know. In fact, I know more about some of these wigs than some of these retailers apparently do. Just from experience with all this. Hundreds of wigs have passed through my hands. Hundreds. And a great number of belle tress. I don't know if that's going to happen anymore, because I don't want to deal with this person trying to pass off defective wig on a customer so they don't lose money. Anyway, I hope this had a lesson in here for you somewhere. Be sure you look over a wig very well. I did look this over, but I didn't, the hair was down. I looked at the lace front and all that, and I thought, okay, it's the right color. It looks like, it's a beautiful style. It's okay. But it didn't matter, because if you find a wig that's truly defective, nobody else can wear it. So, you know, and so I'm not going to be out all of that. I'm just not going to do that. And the retailer apparently is going to try to do the right thing, and I appreciate that. And when people do the right thing, I tend to give them more business. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.